I'm just doing this to introduce myself to the people that have come to the group, come to the page, that don't know who I am, and I'm just doing a bit of an introduction on what I'm about, what I'm doing with my bus, and it's full of bumps and ums and ahs. I don't exactly know how to do this, so I'm just going with the flow, so bear with me. So in 2017 I bought this bus from Screwballs, a bus company in Christchurch that went bankrupt or something, closed down. This was the last bus that they had, and I bought it off them. The man was a really nice fella, and I brought it home, and as soon as I got it home I started stripping it down and took all the seats out, and I started building the interior. And over the course of the next 4.5 years, I suppose it is, I have been working little by little to get it to where it is today. I have done everything myself. All the hard work been done with the help of my family and a couple of very special friends who have given me input at time to time. That's been a real help, but on a whole I have put it together bit by bit, and it's been a big job. People underestimate just what it's like to do a bus. Now you can slap it together in 6 months or a year and have a really nice home, but because I'm a perfectionist and I've wanted to do it my way, I have gone the hard way with it, taken the hard journey, and everything has to be right in my opinion, not somebody else's. It has to be the way I'm happy with it, because I'm the one that sits here and like, I'm not happy with this. See, I had hanging cupboards on both sides, and I decided to take one out because I kept banging my head on the one over the sink, so I took that out. Just different things that you go and do. You put it together and then you think, no, I've got to take it out. I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with the way it is, so I take it out and start again. But I'm a person who loves the old ways, the old way of doing things. I love vintage stuff, not because it's vintage, because it's a better way of life. And really with the bus I'm doing the same thing. I want to live in a bus because it's the way I love to live. It's all very well living in a house, but when you can live in a bus and you can roam from place to place, you can work in place to place, you can stay in places where millionaires buy flash houses. And over the years with my family in our Leyland, we've stayed in some $1 million places, and we've got up next morning and said, those millionaires can keep their place. There's a better place down the road. You know, you can stay in a place and you're not obligated to live there forever. When you want to move on, you can move on. But there is something special about staying in a peaceful backcountry place up a windy road with some bush and the smell of the dew. It's a very special life, and only people that love that lifestyle will understand what I'm saying. So yeah, I've got a good goal of what I'm trying to aim for. It just seems to be taking forever. It's coming up next April, it'll be 5 years, so it's taken a long time, but I'm getting there. I haven't got a lot longer to go. I've got the major stuff done. I've got to just put like lining up in here, finish the trim around the hatch. I can't finish inside here until I finish the roof, you see. So what I'm doing is I've got to put the mounts on for the horns, not mount the horns yet, but I've got to put the mounts on for the horns up the front, and then I've got to put the trim on the roof on the outside, and then I've got to paint the roof and get it all ready so it's all ready for painting. Then I can put bats up inside here and line the roof. Once I line the roof, then I can come down over the bench, and then I can get the bench all finished. Then I can get this stuff here all finished. Then I'm going to do this piece of trim here shortly. I can do little bits and pieces inside, but major stuff I can't do until the outside's done. I've got to just finish those things. Got to finish the driver's window. There is a lot, and people say you're going to be finished in 2 months or a year or 5 years. I have no idea how long it's going to take me. I'm just working a day at a time, a step at a time. Each piece that I do is another step towards the finished project. So, but I have pulled out all stops, literally pulled out all stops to get this done as soon as I possibly can. I'm over just leaving it. It's got to be done somehow. So everything that I can possibly do to make it move faster, I am doing. And I feel tired even thinking of it. But I'm going to get there. But I've got I finished the place for the hammock up the front. I'm really pleased with that. I haven't got the hammock yet, but I've just got the fixtures. I've got a place for a bed here. There's a possibility I could put a bunk over the top of it if I ever want to. Got a queen bed down the back. The fridge, I've got a normal three-way fridge, which will be running on gas or power, won't bother with a battery. And then I'm going to have a freezer in the boot, which is one of those chest freezers that works off the battery. So I'll probably have 1 or 2 solar panels on the roof just to run the battery for that. What else is there? I've got to put a shelf up over the bench here. I've got to line, that's the next big thing I've got to do, is I've got to line the walls outside on the windows for the bathroom. The bathroom needs it in that wardrobe. I've got to put a window, I've got to block a window up there too. So block the windows up, put new aluminium on there, and then I'm getting there. It's taken a while, but I'm getting there. There's a lot of things like covering the cushions, and I've got to finish the chimney. I've got to put doors on the overhead cupboard there. I've got to put drawers and doors on the cupboards under the sink. I've got to put cupboards on doors on the wardrobe, door on the bathroom. I've got to install the toilet, install the oven. There's a lot for one fella to do. But I'm going to get there. It will be good once it's done and I'm away. I'll be hitting the bush trail. I'll be out on the open road, and it will be good. But good things take time, and nothing comes easy in this life. We just have to all do what we can. So yeah, until next time, that's about it. If you want to know anything more, just ask and I'll share what I know.